Hey everyone, this is Jeff with the Tattooed Spirit. I am here for a very special VR. I got so excited whenever I saw WYLLOW-WYND, the abundant witch, asking for some help with the court cards. I'm not going to call you the thrifty witch. I see you. I see your channel. You're more abundant than anyone else that I know. So you're not going to get thrifty from me in relation to you. I'm just not going to be able to do it. So WYLLOW-WYND, the abundant witch. I love talking about the court cards. I love teaching the court cards. So I want to give you my rundown. I struggled for years with these cards until I really came across, I think it was Rachel Pollack. You can kind of put together what she talks about these cards and really come up with the characteristics and personality styles of just what to sort of get to whenever you see one of these beauties come up. Because, yeah, you know, like most people, you know, I think I used to dread seeing one of these courts come up. Now I hope for the most of them because that's wherever I think the most value comes in as far as getting you to the next step. So let's not waste any time. Let's just talk about the pages first, okay? The pages are all about the study and the exploration of the nature of the suit. Let's just talk about it in order, okay? Let's talk about this beautiful page of swords. This is the swords of the intellect. This is cognitive function. This is your thinking. It would make sense that this page is all about using caution, all right? All about being very cautious. Look at that stance, just sort of looking over the shoulder. You see this page, think being cautious. Then we get into the suit of cups, which is all about the emotions and feeling. If you have the most passive of characters, the page, exploring the nature and the study of the suit, you got this particular guy just using his imagination. How wonderful this can serve you in so many readings is to be able to pause on your action, get into the suits of the water of this whole passive and just use your imagination. Like this guy here is just looking at that cup and he's imagining a fish coming out of the goddamn thing. I think that's pretty cool. When you see this card, think imagination, all right? Now, next, the page of, let's do this, the page of wands, all about the action. If you're going to get into the study and the exploration of the nature of the suit of doing with the wands, what you're going to be doing is getting eager to get started because you're not at the, you're not at the night stage. You're at this page before you get going. So this is that sense of eagerness. I think Rachel Pollack did a really good job with this card in particular, talking about that sense of eagerness. So whenever you see this page of wands, that is how you read that. I absolutely love whenever that card comes up because whenever you get eager about something, that has positive expectations already sort of woven into the whole fabric of that equation, which is fantastic. Then we get into this. How about this wonderful nature of the study of the exploration of the suit of coins or pentacles? About being in your world. This is all about the study. The preparation of how you be in the world is just about study. So this is about pull out your books, pull out your things, make sure that you know consciously what's going on so that you can take those steps whenever you get into the nights. That's what we're getting into right now. How about this fantastic night? These are all about acting within the nature of the suit. So whenever you're using your cognitive functions of the mind with this wonderful air element of the swords, this is just that wonderful sense of just courage. This is about going for it. Whenever you see this particular night, look at that horse. Just absolutely, it's the fastest horse. I'm doing a whole video series all on these court cards because I love them so much in my whole, tattoo spirit thing. So this card is about courage. Remember this night. Courage, courage, courage. This next cup. This feeling, look at that most passive of suits, this cup, this water, and then you have the most active character within the most passive of suits. What's this guy doing? He's just being introspective. And I think that makes the most sense because you have the most active knight in the most passive suit. That means he's just completely still, just like his horse, almost like he's posing like he's actually doing something. But what his action is inside the mind, being introspective, thinking things over. That's the cheat word for that. It's the most magnificent thing in the world. Then we get into this. How about this? This is the fire suit of wands. This is the knight. This is all about this, the action of this suit, of the nature in which it falls. So this has to be the sense of adventure. The most active, this fire. Look at this. The most air of fire. Think about adding the air of the night position to the fire of his suit of wands, and that just means like rapid fire movement. That air with enough fire, that just gives you this wonderful sense of adventure. I hope you think adventure whenever you see that card. Then with this wonderful suit of being in the world with the coins, how about this particular character right here? This knight here is the action within that sense of being, and this is just about doing the work. This is just about almost kind of like putting your head down and just like doing your life. This is just work. When I see this strong stallion right here, just holding firm in his stance, I just think work. Love it. Then we get into my most favorite of the court cards, all the queens. They are the masters of the entire suit. They deeply embody the nature of whatever suit they happen to fall in. This is here, we have this wonderful straight up sword. I don't know what kind of deck you're using, but whenever you're learning the court cards, nothing in the world could possibly beat the RWS straight up like this. This means she is thinking completely straight. She has the ability to take all forms of pain, turn it into wisdom. All right, look at that. Think about absolutely thinking straight. Look at that sword, straight up and down. You only see that 3 times in the original deck, the RSW deck. Only 3 times. She's the master of it. She is the master. How about whenever you're talking about the suit of feeling? How do you deeply embody? How are you the master of the suit of feeling? Oh my God, it has to be dedication. That's how you create the most beautiful cup in this singular entire deck of the RWS. That's the most beautiful cup because she has dedication towards her life, towards whatever pursuit, towards whatever inquiry that you happen to be pulling on whenever this card comes up. How fortunate those are that see that card whenever you're coming up. How do you deeply embody in the nature of the doing of your life? Oh my God, that's just enjoying the doing of it. This is the Love of Life card. This is my most favorite of all queens. When you see this particular queen, it is all about just embracing the doing of every single day and just finding the joy in the most mundane of activities, knowing that it is just propulsing your life. How about that word? I just made that shit up. Propulsing your life. It's pulsing and propulsion forward just because you love every single second of it. Beautiful queen. You're the love of life and I adore you. How do you deeply embody the nature of the suit of just being? I tell you what, the only word that I think of whenever I see here before I get into this sort of like intuition thing that we all do with these wonderful cards is just all about nature. You think about the cycles of nature. This beautiful queen surrounded in all that wonderful growth, deeply embodying the nature of the state of being in the world. It has to be with the nature cycles of itself. The nature of the cycles of nature itself. I just adore that queen. Then we get into the kings. They're all about social responsibility and the success within the nature of this suit. Let's talk about the nature of this thinking suit. How about this? If that cat doesn't reek of authority, I don't know what does. And he has to make the choices. He has to absolutely make the, he has to make the change. This guy right here, you think authority, is a magnificent king. Wonderful, wonderful place to be. Whenever you got your thinking straight, but a little bit tilted because you have to actually choose one thing or the other. That's why his sword isn't straight up and down like his beautiful queen. All right, he's the head. We got to remember who's the neck. Oh my God, then we get into this beautiful, this is the most tortured king of them all, this poor thing. All kings are the fire element. And this particular fire element king is in the water suit. So this guy has the most precarious position right there. WYLLOW-WYND, the abundant witch. He's always sort of teetering. He's always sort of reaching for that little bit of water, reaching for that creativity because he has to be the ruler, he has to be the king, but he also wants to play. He also wants to be creative. He's torn. I think Rachel Pollack called this channeled creativity. This guy in a lot of the decks in my beautiful Otherworlds pagan deck, pagan Otherworlds deck, His throne is like teetering on the beach while he's still reaching for the water. But he's kind of on the land, but still reaching for the water. But you can tell it could tilt in at any time. What a magnificent king. How about this cat right here? Look at this guy. Complete confidence. He is the fire of the fire. He's the fire position of the king in the fire nature of the wand suit. This guy is just balls to the wall confidence. Whenever you get this card, oh my God, that is time to move forward with positive expectations, just like that fool told you to. Wonderful. My God, beautiful. And then finally we get into, what do you do whenever you are the legion of success as far as the nature of the state of being? And you're the ruler class suit of it. That must mean that you are wealth right there. And look at all of the abundance surrounding this particular cat. I love the court cards. WYLLOW-WYND. And I love you. Congratulations on 1,500 subscribers. I don't know how you guys do it. I welcome anyone who's watching this video to check out what I'm about at the Tattooed Spirit. If you think I got some value, I want to steal some of your subscribers. And if you got some really cool stuff you're doing, let me know so I can check out your channel, so I can find out and learn from you too. So, my dear, dear abundant witch, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed my talk and my commentary about the wonderful court cards. Check out the series, the Tattooed Spirit and the Tarot, whenever you want to learn about what the hell they mean whenever they come reversed. A lot of people don't do reversals. You certainly don't need to. Some of the best tarot card readers in the world don't even bother with reversals. But if you're curious, check out the Tattooed Spirit and the Tarot, because I talk about every single court card, every single card, but the courts get really interesting whenever you turn them upside down. I hope you have a wonderful night. Congratulations, you abundant witch. Talk to you later. Bye.